Real Madrid have been crowned European champions, bringing an amazing European club season to an end. It's been a campaign full of exciting storylines. Let's take a look back at why this campaign will go down in history as a season for the underdogs.
Hello and welcome to Football Now. There are plenty of international tournaments ahead, but the 2023-24 season of club football is over. Spanish giants Real Madrid were crowned champions of Europe at Wembley Stadium. Goals from Dani Carvajal and Vinicius Jr. secured Los Blancos a record 15th Champions League trophy.
Felicidad absoluta. Creo que es un día a nivel personal maravilloso. Conseguir la 15ª, mi sexta con esta camiseta, haber conseguido marcar. Muy feliz y muy contento y la verdad que me emociono, ¿no?, de todo lo que estoy consiguiendo con el Real Madrid. Hombre, sabe especial marcar en una final de Champions es increíble, ¿no? Y bueno, sobre todo que me he encontrado muy bien en el campo, con muy buenas sensaciones, tirando también un poco del equipo cuando las cosas están más difíciles, ganando duelos, sacando buenos pases. Pues bueno, con mucha confianza y muy contento.
As well as lifting the European Cup, Real Madrid were crowned winners of La Liga for the third time in the last 5 seasons. But across the continent there was a mix of familiar and surprise league champions. In France and England it was business as usual, as PSG and Manchester City each collected another title win. In Italy, Inter Milan wrestled back the Serie A title from Napoli, who had a dreadful season following the departure of Luciano Spalletti last summer. Sporting Lisbon were Portuguese champions for only the second time in 20 years. We will keep an eye on their coach Ruben Amorim, as his name has been linked with top jobs across Europe this summer. Over in Holland, PSV won the Eredivisie for the first time since 2018. And in Germany, perhaps the biggest shock of all was Bayer Leverkusen not only winning the Bundesliga for the first time, but managing to do so without losing a game. Xabi Alonso's Invincibles will go down in the history books.
I mean, Bayern had won 11 Bundesliga titles in a row, and it really hurt the Bundesliga's attraction, maybe not so much domestically, but abroad it's hard to follow a league where it feels like there's no competition for the title. There's this sense of inevitability about Bayern and the Bundesliga, and the fact that Leverkusen, rather than Dortmund, which everyone expected, was able to break that streak at some point is astonishing. And Xabi Alonso, yeah, I think he has a huge role to play. I also think the reinforcements they made to their squad last summer, and it wasn't many because they already had a very good team, but just like those little gems that they signed to complete the squad, especially Granit Xhaka, I think has been enormous help to them. You know, he really kind of pulls everything together. So yeah, I would say that signing those last few missing pieces also helped them.
Having also won the German Cup, it could have been an invincible treble for Leverkusen if they hadn't come unstuck against Italian revelation Atalanta in the Europa League final. The side from Bergamo went 61 years without winning a major trophy, but defeated Leverkusen, Marseille and Liverpool on their way to glory in Dublin. It means that Italy will have 8 teams competing in European football next season.
Yes, it's underdog story, but it's also hard work, very hard work. Attack, run, sweat. It reflects very well how hard it was to get there for Atalanta. We've seen Bologna, there is another surprise, Fiorentina that made the 2 Conference League finals, but in this moment I think it's mostly because of the single teams are working very well, that Serie A is coming back to play European final.
The end of the season means the end of an era for some of football's most famous names. There are a number of players and managers retiring or leaving their clubs. We've certainly seen some emotional goodbyes over the last couple of weeks.
Legendary midfielder Toni Kroos bid goodbye to Real Madrid during the Champions League final. He will represent Germany for the last time at Euro 2024 before hanging up his boots for good. Borussia Dortmund legend Marco Reus also said his goodbyes at Wembley. He's been loyal to the club for 12 years despite receiving plenty of interest from elsewhere. Legendary manager Jurgen Klopp said an emotional goodbye to Liverpool after 9 years at Anfield. Klopp returned the Reds back to their best winning 8 trophies during his spell in charge. He also picked up a Carabao Cup in his final season at the club. Italian international Leonardo Bonucci called time on a trophy-filled career after playing his last club game in May. He's won 23 honours for club and country since bursting onto the scene in 2005. Elsewhere in Italy, Claudio Ranieri bid an emotional farewell to Cagliari and possibly his managerial career. Ranieri will be forever remembered for guiding Leicester City to a fairy tale Premier League title win in 2016.
Yes, it's been great to look back at such an amazing European football season. We've had surprises, shocks and stellar moments that will live long in our memories. Now it's time to look forward to an exciting summer of international football. Let us know your thoughts using the hashtag FootballNow2023-24. That's all we have time for from our studio here in Doha. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.